electricity, availability of some supplies, but all the assessment has been confirmed. So we give them time to wait for those minor constraints to be outlined. I mean, elaborate out.
So the technical issues are more kind of infrastructural, logistical issues, as
Please.
opposed to geological resources not being established.
Precisely,
That's
because
what you're
geological law is actually a continuation of. It means you have not proved it economically viable, not potentially viable, economically viable,
Yeah.
based on
I
miners.
apologize for the interruption.
No,
it's quite
but
all right.
The testimony now is clear.
This is very
So
clear.
I want to understand something then. If the gold price is low, how can a company go out and raise money to carry out the exploration that you say has to be pretty much completed before you apply a retention license?
I don't know there because I don't know how you raise money in the stock
Okay.
market. I thought you have been on money.
You do realize that your government specifically encouraged our client to continue exploration during the pendency of the retention license, don't you, Professor Nrumah?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let's take a look at tab 17, exhibit C110,
16.
17. You can just look at the screen. If you look at the last paragraph, this is a letter from the Ministry of Energy and Minerals. Are we agreed?
Yeah, I can see the.
And
I
do
know
you
the
s-
person who wrote it.
You do know the person who wrote it.
I know the person.
Yeah. Mr. Samaje, and he's an engineer. And he says, "We hereby confirm our support to your future exploration and mining activities in our country. We're currently finalizing your application for retention license." So Mr. Samaje is saying, we're going to finalize this application. He doesn't say it'll be approved necessarily, but we already know it was. And he's encouraging further exploration, isn't he?
Yes. But remember, you had many PLs around. So maybe he was referring to the PLs that were surrounding your retention license.
He's not talking about PLs, sir. He's talking about a retention license.
He says we are processing your application, but knowing, and we encourage you to continue doing prospecting. That means you should not pull out of the country. You may.
Is it your position that once you get a retention license, you should just sit on it? You shouldn't do anything?
You, as I said, you have to try to solve the identified minor shortfalls,
But
which includes
you need to do exploration to solve that sometimes, don't you?
no,
No?
not
So-
my understanding.
So if someone gets a retention license, they can have it for up to 10 years if it's extended. Do you think it's in Tanzania's public interest for someone to simply do nothing for that entire 10 years? Is that your position?
We give you that period so that, as you said, price issues, they take long to be corrected. That's why we.
But
not
but
to,
that's
to
not my
not
that's not my question. My question is during that 10 years.
No more exploration. No more exploration after retention license.
So would you not agree with me that it's always in the public interest to further explore, define, and delineate mineral resources in a country? Can we at least agree that?
It is, but with
But if you're
with due respect, you had a retention license and the prospecting license adjacent to it. They have got nothing to do with the retention license.
Okay,
So,
so
you could proceed with the exploration in the surrounding areas.
and just leave
It-
the other period, the retention license places completely dormant.
Precisely.
That's what you have to do?
Precisely. And you do prospecting in the surrounding areas to add up.
That's what you would
What-
tell your students at the University of Dar es Salaam.
Precisely.
Yeah. Don't explore.
And that is what
leave it alone.
That is what our law requires.
That's what the law. Where does it require that, sir? Where in 37 and 38 does it say do no exploration?
You know, some of these things needs not to be written. But the narrations of the requirement of retention license implies that you should not proceed with further exploration because you have discovered.
So, Professor Nrumah, at paragraph 39 of your first witness statement, you say, in respect of the claimant's,
Sorry?
paragraph 39 of your first witness statement, same paragraph, you say, even quarterly progress reports of the extended exploration activities after the retention license were not submitted by the claimant to the Mining Commission as per the Mining Act. So, just quickly, you still need to put in quarterly reports of your exploration activities in respect of retention licenses, but your position is you shouldn't be conducting those exploration activities. Do you not see the contradiction there, sir?
What I'm saying here, if you claim that you are doing exploration, you should have submitted. You are not allowed to do exploration. But if at all you did it, you should have submitted those quarterly reports. You didn't.
Okay. But you don't repeat that allegation in your second witness statement, do you?
I think this is exactly what I'm saying here.
Yeah, but you put in a second witness statement and you don't come back and discuss quarterly reports. And I want to guess why. The reason you don't discuss it in your second report,
Yeah.
witness statement, excuse me, is that because the claimant submitted onto the record some 514 quarterly reports in respect of its various licenses. That's why you didn't repeat it, right?
I didn't know that submission.
So you didn't know that we submitted over 514 of them.
No, I don't.
Did you even go down to Medini to look?
Why should I look? Is it my responsibility to go and search as if I'm targeting you?
Sir-
I have got so many other things to do.
Sir, you have written a witness statement with a declaration of truth saying that the claimant did not submit quarterly reports, and you're saying that you didn't go down to check?
In my first,
Yes, I know. The declaration of truth applies to that one too.
sir,
The declaration of truth is in your first witness statement. And I'm
I-
asking you a question. Did you go down to Medini to check, or did you just put a false statement into your witness statement?
during compilation of my first statement, I went there, I checked, I didn't get them. So that's why I wrote this. You were not there at that time. So I didn't see them.
Sir, you just told me you didn't go down to Medini to check because you were too busy.
But you're talking of a second witness statement.
No, I was talking about that sentence right there in paragraph 39. You
I
told me you
went
didn't
there,
go to Medini to check.
my friend, I went there, I checked, I didn't see them.
What day did you go down there? What was the date?
When I was writing this witness statement,
Okay. So they didn't submit any. That's your belief.
I didn't see them.
Okay, you didn't see them. Let's look at one of them. This is tab 19, exhibit C452. And we've only got an excerpt here because it runs to hundreds of pages. Now, you've never seen this document before, have you? Can you go down to the next page, please, Eden?
2016, I didn't see them.
So that's stamped by Medini, isn't it? Or sorry, the Mbeya Mining Authority, correct?
There, I can see a stamp there. It's a
So-
quarter report for back, fix 2016.
Did you check in Mbeya?
I checked.
You went
I
to
checked
you
in-
went to Mbeya.
No, I went, what?
You went to Mabea to check whether my client had filed quarterly report.